Walk with me through Philadelphia in the 18th century. Blacksmiths hammering metal outside their shops. Men drinking in taverns and trading gossip in the streets. Ships docking at busy ports. Cries for liberty that would lead to the American Revolution. And the voices of Ben Franklin, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, and others whose debates, convictions, and compromises helped shape a nation. But long before Jefferson included the famous phrase about the pursuit of happiness in the Declaration of Independence, he and the other founders were struggling to pursue happiness in their own lives.
Ben Franklin devises in his notebook a beautiful means of keeping track of conquering each of his faults, of hewing to each of these virtues on a weekly basis.
In his early 20s, Franklin had been reading classical Greek and Roman philosophers like Pythagoras, Plutarch, and Cicero, and scanning popular magazines for advice to print in the Pennsylvania Gazette. Based on his reading, he concluded that the secret to self-improvement was self-examination.
Our founders were realists. They knew a thing or two about the good parts of human nature and also the worrying and bad parts of human nature.
The pursuit of happiness, they believed, wasn't about feeling good, it was about being good. And the reason it was a pursuit? It was something you had to work on for life. I'm Jeffrey Rosen, President and CEO of the National Constitution Center. In each episode of Pursuit, the Founder's Guide to Happiness, I'm joined by a leading historian of American history and by the award-winning filmmaker, Ken Burns.
Heretofore, in the history of human beings, they have been subjects under the authoritarian rule. We're proposing something altogether new called a citizen. And in order to be a citizen, you have to be virtuous.
The founders were far from perfect. At times, they've shamefully betrayed the ideals they set for themselves. But all of them agreed that the key to a healthy republic begins with how we commit to becoming better people over time. In fact, John Adams
continued to learn, to read, to seek out new information. He was quite interested in learning about new cultures and places and foods and religions and ways of life. His diaries until the end of his life will discuss his farming during the day and then what he was reading at night.
As we explore their wisdom and confront their flaws, we can find keys to a deeper, more meaningful happiness today. Ken Burns will share his own project of reading and self-reflection that he's practiced daily for the past 10 years.
Like, we always want something. We want peace, we want inner tranquility, we want the new refrigerator, we want the new car, the new clothes. But actually, it's the giving up of that that creates the space for there to be the kind of environment for real work to begin.
Join me for Pursuit, the Founder's Guide to Happiness, from the National Constitution Center and PRX Productions. We'll focus on one founder a week and one of Benjamin Franklin's virtues, starting September 8th.